and what about some of the trends in video origination? And I know you and I have talked a little bit about that.
Yeah, I mean, the internet obviously has had a massive influence on the video business and the entertainment business in general. And so what we're finding now is that whereas satellite used to be pretty much the only way of distributing video, it's now one of the ways of distributing video. And so it's a question of integrating those capabilities. So, satellite has some, really strong characteristics when it comes to distributing video. So it's extremely reliable. That's one of the main reasons why almost all of the broadcasters in the US rely on C-band satellite, because it's extremely reliable. It's extremely efficient if you want to send the same content at the same time everywhere. But of course, the internet has changed that in that, now consumers want the content where they want, on the device they want, when they want it. And so what we find is that we have to figure out how to make satellite part of the distribution chain, rather than make it the distribution chain and then watch other distribution chains come around. And that's where integrating into the broadcast operations becomes so critical. And so, for example, if you're a linear television provider and you distribute over satellite to your customers, cable operators, most of those cable operators now, when you come to renew your affiliation agreement, are going to ask you for the right to distribute that channel as an OTT channel, so they can put it on their TV Everywhere service. And that's great. The problem is that not all the content providers have 100% of the rights. So you now have this problem where you've got to take your existing channel, which you spend an awful lot of money putting together and making it look good, and you've got to figure out how to chop out pieces of content and replace it with something else. And you've got to do it at very low cost. And so one of the things that we've spent a lot of time working on is how to do that. And the advantage, of course, operating the broadcast operation with the transmission to the satellite means that we've got everything we need in one place to be able to add that capability and the distribution. And what we're finding is that we're taking a channel in, we're marking it frame accurately using industry standard SCTE marks, every element, and then using those elements to frame accurately switch out content at the facility. And so that content can then be routed terrestrially if necessary, or we could send it over satellite if more than one site wanted it. And what we also find is that Comcast wants something slightly different to what DirecTV want in terms of the way they mark the content. And so we're having to generate multiple derivative services from one main channel. The old way of doing this, in fact, some of our customers started a couple of years ago, they just had us re-originate the channels. And we love that. It's really expensive and they spend lots of money, but it's not sustainable. It's just not sustainable for everyone. So we have to figure out how to do it efficiently and cost effectively. And once you've done that, of course, then people say, well, gee, can we take just that advert out? Or could we change our feeds so that instead of having national ad inventory, we could have regional ad inventory, or a mixture of national and regional, and be able to do it dynamically on the fly. So we're spending a lot of time integrating the terrestrial delivery with the satellite delivery and the broadcast origination systems.
I think that's one of the most exciting things about the future of video. and the potential that this type of marking has. And it also sounds like it's the bridge to go from where we are today, traditional distribution of video, to where we will be going in the future.